time management skills and theories and concepts and so forth. And hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight into your strengths and weaknesses as far as time management goes. What I want to do now is take you through some tools. There are tons and tons of tools out there, and I always joke every time I teach this class that the fact that you have to go out and look for tools to help you with time management is kind of a time waster in and of itself. But there are a lot of things out there that you can do web-based, install on your computer, your phone, and so forth, to kind of help keep you on track. The first little chunk that I kind of wanted to walk you through is a little bit of those goal-setting tools. There are a mess of those out there. Mostly concepts and things to kind of keep you honest as far as your goal-setting stuff goes. And one of the first tools I wanted to show you, there's this Goals on Track, and it's one of a variety of these tools that are out there. But they're really kind of almost project management tools, and you'll find a lot of these are, especially goal-based things, are a little more kind of geared towards the corporate world. But that's essentially what that tool's designed to help you do is set goals and stay on goals. And there's a lot of real fun ones out there as well. There's this one called 43 Things. Changing your life is hard. Doing it by yourself is harder. And essentially the point around this is, as you establish goals, is to share them publicly. Basically a social networking side of sharing goals. If anything, it's kind of a fun little site to go take a look at some of the things that others are pursuing. But it just kind of keeps you honest once you start setting your goals. The other thing that kind of goes hand in hand with setting goals are priorities. By establishing your priorities kind of helps you ultimately build your goals. And there's a lot of really neat templates out there. There's not a lot of tools for this, and I've given you links to a couple of them. But you know, a priority matrix like the one here, this one's kind of geared towards maybe purchasing something. But just setting up a matrix of is it important, and then some other quality around it. Here they're talking about performance of some sort of utility or something like that. But it's a way to let you kind of delve into the details of each one of your goals and really decide if they're things that you need to be spending time on. It's also another great way with kind of your day-to-day to-do list. Picking out those things on the list that are really important that need to be done first. And then which ones can you let go until later in the afternoon kind of thing. We talked about procrastination in the one section before this. And procrastination, it's a kind of an issue for everyone. I think most of the stats I read is, like there's 10% of the people in the world that don't think they're procrastinators. But kind of the key to, kind of solving the procrastination problem, especially for me, is identifying the why part of it. And for me, it's kind of that very first one of not waiting for perfection. Making sure that it's perfect and that it's right. And then another kind of aspect to that is the kind of fear of failure piece of it. Meaning that this is going to be really hard, I'm probably not going to do it right the first time, or the fear of the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm kind of putting it off. So just some kind of 1, 2, 3s of procrastination. There's a lot of neat tools to kind of help you with this. And one of the tools that I use quite a bit is this tool called Do This Now. And this is one of my first things in the morning, which one of those bullet points there is work with your natural rhythms. I seem to do things better in the morning when I've got some energy. So I use this tool called Do This Now. And it is the most rinky-dink, dumb little website ever, but it really helps me out. If I know I have to get 2 or 3 things done first thing in the morning, I can pop this site open. And really all you do is just build a list. So I'm just going to do make a phone call and send an email. And I'll say those are the 2 things I have to do this morning. And once I kind of build this quick to-do list, I click on ready and it pops it up. It says make phone call. So I make my phone call, hit done when I finish that, send my email. I can hit done when I finish with that, and I'm all finished. Like I said, it's a hokey, rinky-dink little worksheet, but it really helps me keep on target in the mornings with those first few things that I need to get done. Another one, and there's a category that I listed out there for us on the in the class, and they're sadistic tools, they call them, the most sadistic tools to help you stay on target. And this one here is a tool that kind of lets you make a goal and you can blackmail yourself one of a variety of ways. One is to provide the site with an embarrassing picture of you, and it'll post it on your Facebook page if you don't accomplish that goal. There's everything from alarm clocks in the morning that you have to shake vigorously to turn off. There's even some for, like if you got a fitness goal that forces you to go to the gym, you put money into it. If you don't go to the gym, your money goes to somebody else. So there's a handful of tools like that that are kind of extremes. There's other tools that can lock down your computer, so the only thing you can get into is your word processor or something like that. There's a lot of those other types of tools out there too that are kind of fun and really keep you on target. The next thing, a little bit about scheduling, and scheduling tools, this is probably the category that there's 1,000,001 tools out there. To-do list is kind of the big one. You kind of saw a version of a to-do list that do that now, but even a paper to-do list is kind of handy. Calendars, kind of the other approach to that. I am a huge fan of Google Calendar. That's the one thing that keeps me organized with times and dates and when I need to be places. But really, any calendar will fly. I just happen to be a fan of the Google Calendar. The other category that I put out there, I just called it other stuff for lack of a better name for it. Lots and lots of web-based tools that are all geared towards helping you stay organized and on task. Lots of the Google products are that way. Like I said, I use Google's Calendar, I use Google's email, and just a lot of the apps that you can install with inside Google Chrome are really handy. Just some things that help me stay on task. Lots of neat tools to look at, and I kind of listed some of those out on the class as well. One that I use quite a bit is a tool called Evernote. And Evernote, if any of you use it, it kind of started off as a to-do list kind of thing. A place where I could build a website that was a to-do list that I could share and so forth. And it's kind of grown huge. And now it's really all about kind of putting together notebooks and pages within notebooks. If any of you ever use LiveBinder, it's kind of similar to that. But it's a great place if you're doing research or information that you need to keep long term, or information you want to collaborate with. Really neat tool. And I listed out a couple of blogs. There's a few more out in the class. I read quite a few of them. The Mindful Time Management is a really neat little blog that's, if anything, a little bit inspirational to help you stay on task, keep motivated. And it's a fairly fun read. I've got another one out there, I think it's Time Management Ninja, that's kind of neat. And then Lifehacker is a blog that I've read forever and ever. Lifehacker, it's their motto is kind of how to get things done. But it's based on that premise to hack something, tear it apart, put it together in a different way to make it better. And this blog's got great information on it that runs the range from how to get a wine stain out of a tablecloth all the way up through here. 3 really neat apps for your iPhone. It's a really fun read. Not all of it's really pertinent to me all the time, but there's a lot of neat little tools, tips, tricks, DIY things, and really to kind of help you keep organized and keep on track. So there's a lot of tools that I put out there in our course. I tried to break them down into categories to make it a little bit easier for you to find and work through some of those. Go ahead and try out some of those tools. If there's a tool you like, you use all the time, and you think the rest of the class would enjoy hearing about it, feel free to post it. I'm going to put a discussion out there, and if you just go investigate some tools, and if you would go back through the discussion board and share with us what you found, what tool you liked, why you liked it, and how does it help you out. So there are some tools, handful that I like. My list is by no means comprehensive, so if you guys want to add to, or you find a neat tool that you want to share, please share it with the rest of us.